Hi everyone, welcome back to Techie Tales. In today's episode, we are diving into electric cars, breaking down every single component, how it works, and how everything comes together to power the vehicle. Let's get into it. Electric cars look simple on the outside. No engine noise, no exhaust, no gear shifting. But inside, it's a completely different story. They run on a system that's not just different, but smarter, faster, and far more efficient than traditional cars. To really understand electric vehicles, you have to forget how petrol cars work. There is no combustion, no fuel being burnt, no pistons moving up and down. Instead, EVs rely on a few powerful components, all working together seamlessly. Let's start with the heart of it all. At the center of every electric vehicle is the battery pack. This is where all the energy is stored. Most EVs use lithium-ion batteries, similar to what you would find in your phone, just built on a much larger scale. These batteries are usually placed along the floor of the car. That helps lower the center of gravity, making the car more stable and better to handle. But it's not just one big battery. It's made up of thousands of smaller cells grouped into modules and carefully managed to deliver power safely and efficiently. You can think of it as the fuel tank of an EV, but far more advanced. Next, we have the electric motor, the part that actually moves the car. Instead of burning fuel, it uses electricity to generate motion. And the key difference here is instant power. The moment you press the accelerator, the motor responds immediately. That's why electric cars feel so quick and smooth. There is no delay, no gear changes, just continuous acceleration. It's a much simpler but more efficient way of creating movement. Now, here's a component that works quietly in the background, the inverter. The battery stores energy as DC power, but the motor needs AC power to operate. So the inverter converts that DC into AC instantly and continuously while the car is running. It's like a translator between the battery and the motor. Without it, the system would not work. Then there is the controller, which acts as the brain of the entire system. It takes input from the driver, how much you press the accelerator, and determines exactly how much power should be sent to the motor. It controls speed, torque, and overall performance in real time. All of this happens in milliseconds. So, every time you accelerate or slow down, the controller is constantly adjusting things behind the scenes. Now, this is where EVs become really interesting. In a normal car, when you brake, energy is lost as heat. But in an electric vehicle, that energy is actually recovered. This is called regenerative braking. When you slow down, the motor runs in reverse, acting like a generator. It converts the car's motion back into electricity and sends it back to the battery. So instead of wasting energy, you are getting some of it back. Of course, all that energy has to come from somewhere. That's where the charging system comes in. Instead of filling up with fuel, EVs recharge using electricity. You can plug them in at home or use public charging stations. Some chargers are slower, ideal for overnight charging. Others are fast chargers, which can add a significant amount of range in a short time. And as charging networks continue to expand, EVs are becoming more convenient to use every day. Another important system is the thermal management. Batteries are sensitive to temperature. If they get too hot or too cold, performance can drop. So EVs use cooling and heating systems to keep the battery operating at the ideal temperature. This helps improve efficiency, maintain performance, and extend battery life. When you compare all this to a traditional petrol car, the difference is clear. Petrol engines rely on hundreds of moving parts, pistons, valves, fuel systems, exhaust components. Electric vehicles, on the other hand, are much simpler in design. Fewer moving parts means less maintenance, fewer things can go wrong, and overall better efficiency. It's a completely different approach to building a car. And this is just the beginning. Battery technology is improving. Charging is getting faster. and electric vehicles are becoming more accessible. They are no longer just an alternative. They are quickly becoming the future of transportation. So that's a full breakdown of what's inside an electric car. Simple on the outside, but incredibly advanced underneath. Let me know in the comments, would you switch to an EV? And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to subscribe to Techie Tales for more breakdowns like this.